We are training kids and people to be soft in a world that continuously gets harder. And it doesn't correlate. You have to build a person that can withstand the pressures of whatever they're going to be dealing with in life. People only go to their talent level. And once their talent level is gone, it becomes a mental game. That the whole mental game sets in then. And most people can only perform to their talent. And they realize, man, why am I always messing up right here? Why is this like my big hurdle? It's because you're performing to your talent. And then after that, your mind has nothing for you. Nothing for you. I see fighters, I see runners, I see people who they're great, but they get to the edge of their talent. It's like, fuck, man, what's up? Because you're now at the point now where your talent ain't gonna do shit for you. Those people who you saw down there in that hole, who were there with you, who were your friends and people who you counted on, because you meet the people in the same situation that you're in life. Those people become your friends. And the second you try to get out of that situation and become better, those people are in that grave, in that dungeon, just yanking at your heels, man, saying, get the fuck back. Oh, no, come on back here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna make me feel like shit while you getting out of this hole.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
So I get that all the time now. On the journey, there's always be that motherfucker in the sewer you came from that's grabbing at your fucking ankle as you're leaving that sewer. That's when to drag you right the fuck back down because you figured it out. I always equated working out to struggle. And I struggled my whole life, but I ran from it. So I started realizing, man, I gotta start facing the struggle and I gotta be mentally strong for the struggle. So that's why I started coming up with like, I'm training for life. Mentally, I'm training for life. I'm not training for like, to lift 400 pounds. And I found out on my own pretty much, is that through discipline, through self-discipline, through repetition, through tons of repetition of the same thing that you don't want to do, and that's the key thing. Through repetition of things you don't want to do, you develop mental, like an armor for your mind. Why do you think a lot of African Americans aren't in special operations? There's a lot of white people out here, and I know you like saying, oh, I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, anyway, sometimes blacks and water don't mix. I can't speak for all, it didn't mix with me. So what I did with everything else is I went and got a book on how to swim. I get the book and the book's very simple. The first page is float. That's easy as hell. It says float, describes how to do it. Get a big breath of air, lay back and float. All right, let's try this out. Big breath of air, lay back and sink right down to the damn bottom. So I get out, pull myself out of the water, and this instructor looks at me, or this lifeguard looks at me and goes, I've taught a lot of people how to swim. I got your back. I said, great. He goes, floating is the first thing you want to do right now. He goes, you got to relax though. You got to relax your body. So I relax my body. I get in the water. He lets me go. I lawn dart to the bottom of the pool. I come up. He looks at me and excuse my French, but this is exactly what he said. He says, you're I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, it's going to be very difficult to teach you how to swim because you're negative buoyant. So I get this lesson in buoyancy. You got neutral, positive, and negative. I was negative buoyant. But like everything else, what I started doing was I started learning how to maximize minimal potential. I wasn't born with great gifts. I wasn't born with a great childhood, a great father, a great mother, a great anything. But I realized that most of the world is occupied. Some of the great talents of the world, they're occupied with so many different distractions. And if I can focus on what I have to do, and even though I have small potential, if I can maximize that and put everything into everything I do, that will allow me to start to level up and level the playing field. So that's what I did. Went to the pool every single day, fought hard. Guess what? Learned how to swim.